Alright, welcome back to another 2K video. This time we're using Revenant. And there's a good reason why I chose Revenant. He was in the meta for a little while. And he was a very aggressive push character because of his kit, his abilities. And because of his mobility as well, his passives are very good. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And once again, I'm picking up the triple take, and I'm going to go for an assault rifle combo again. I've used this a few times now. That's not purely by coincidence. It tends to be my loadout with this kind of. If I'm going for high damage, if I'm going for a decent game, it's probably the loadout I'm going to go for. Let me know what you guys are using for your loadout at the moment. Let me know how much success you're having with that. You know what guns are using because the flatline itself has, I don't know, it's mixed reviews. Some people say it's hard to control the recoil, but I think that's just, you know, like any other gun. If you use it, and I have no idea why I need a 4-8 to shoot him in the face, but you know, straight through the right cortico nerves there. There we go. Flatline, you learn, and it's easy to control. It's actually pretty stable. The R3 one is definitely more stable, but you're getting more damage per bullet with the flatline, so it depends what you're kind of looking for. Plus with the amber receiver, you're doing more damage with the flatline than you would with the G7. Getting into like sort of longbow territory almost. Triple take, of course, is still strong as ever. You headshot somebody with that, they are gone. And you have to hit your shots first, though. That is the problem. But I love the triple take still. Picking up over the repeater. The repeater I'm still trying to learn. It's too slow. It doesn't do as much damage as a triple take. You can't shoot as quickly as a triple take. You can't shoot as far as you can with a triple take. Yeah, and you can put more scopes on a triple take. So it just kind of makes sense to pick that up instead of a repeater at the moment. But let me know how you get on with the repeater. I think it's still worth learning or worth picking up over any other sniper, over your G7. Probably over the longbow. I'll give you that. It's probably better than using a Hemlock single fire, maybe, just because of the sheer damage. But other than that, it's like, well, why would you use it? Oh, was that a random Octane? I didn't even notice that guy. When I actually played, I have no idea what he was doing now. Yeah, he's up there. Is that a Mirage thing? I don't know. Ow. Ooh. Sorry, Mirage, by the way. Sorry. But that is the power of the triple take. Not even a sniper stock on that. And I just annihilated Mirage's face there with a headshot. So pick one up, is what I can say. That's one of my top tip for this one. Pick up a triple take. It was the same when I was using Caustic. I pretty much just used the triple take the entire game and got 2k. Fuse was different, but again that was an assault rifle. Oh, back to my teammates. I also want to know what people are thinking of Revenant, because there has been some talk of a buff, maybe, of trying to decide what his tactical is really there for. Some people have asked that his tactical should do more damage, and I disagree. His tactical is a positioning tool. It's a push tool. It's a zone controlling tool. It is to give yourself an advantage, and it's to take away the abilities that everyone else relies on. He's the neutralizer of this game. You know, he's the anti-Wraith, he's the anti-Jibby. That's what he's always been. It's a bit like Bangalore Smoke. Yeah, if you hit them with it, fair enough, 10 damage, but other than that, that's not the intended purpose. It's not for doing damage. It's for taking control of the fight, take control of the situation, and pushing from how you want that fight to go and how you want to win that fight. What he is, I mean, I would agree that his ultimate does need some work, maybe. Increase maybe to 45 second on duration, maybe instead of 30. You could push a little bit more, be a bit more daring. I find it, you know, 30 seconds in is not necessarily long enough to win a fight, but if you probably would die that quickly if you're going to lose that fight. So it kind of works, but sometimes you finish the 30 seconds and you still have all the damage you've taken on your health, and you've still got shields, but once they've taken, if you don't have good shield, and you make that push, you can really screw yourself over. If you still got white or blue shield and you push in and you've taken a lot of damage to your health, and the death totem effect wears off, you've now got hardly any health, and you've got low shields, which won't take long to get rid of, and then you don't have to do very much damage to your health to finish you off. So it can be a real stabbing or shot in the foot, literally, if you don't have good shields. It's tactical 10 damage. It doesn't need to do more than that. But none of this team can use their abilities. Bang wouldn't have been able to use her smoke to confuse the situation or make it disengage from an escape. Bloodhound has no idea where we are. I think that's a Loba in there, possibly, again. No, was it? No, it was a Watson. Watson couldn't put up the fences. She couldn't put up her ult or anything. So that's how powerful his tactical is, actually. It's very strong. Especially in a confined space. Like most of the zone control enemies in confined spaces, you can really take control of the fight. And as for Olympus, we have Marvins. Marvins, I'm not that happy with, as you'll see in a minute. The loot pool within Marvin seems a little bit... they need to clean that up a bit, because he's giving me 2 purple knockdown shields.
Ready?
Like, why? I didn't even need 1, but that's kind of useless. I'm hoping for something a bit better, because on Olympus you don't have anything like a vault. There's no special kind of place you have to go and open something up, or you have to do anything to get good loot, really. The Fight Night Arena was a good addition with the loot balls, but it's one POI on the map that needs something else. Would have been quite cool. I don't know what you put on Olympus. Maybe that's an idea you can throw up below. Well, what can they do to Olympus to improve the looting and the loot pool? Because it's not as good as, say, King's Canyon. King's Canyon has a fantastic loot pool. If you have a certain loadout you always use, King's Canyon, you will find that loadout, no problem at all. Especially if you've got a Loba, no problem at all.
Find people now. Crap.
Speaking of Loba, she'll probably be the next one I try and do this with. Again, she is in need of buffs, much more than any other legend. Actually, her tactical is an absolute mess. So many surfaces, if that thing hits, it just cancels out. And there's been quite a lot of disengages I've gone for. And if it landed, I would have been fine, but it gets cancelled out and I just get shredded and I'm dead. But if you think Loba needs anything else, up some ideas. I want to completely rework her, to be honest, move the ult back down to a tactical,
oh, wow. Really
swap them around so the tactical can be really buffed and it's a real teleporting positioning tool that would rival Wraith, hopefully. And another ability legends like Horizon, who can just go straight up in the air, drop down somewhere behind people. I mean, she can pretty much do the same thing, it's just not as fast as if it was an actual teleport. Whereas Wraith can literally teleport, that's her ult. Maybe that's why they don't want to do that, because it would pretty much be the same sort of thing, but more accurate. Than it would actually be better than Wraith's teleport, actually, but it would only be useful for Loba and not for the rest of the team. So we'll see. Back to Revenant. Anyway, so his passive is he can crouch walk at normal speed. He can climb faster, so he's got good mobility. If you go, I know you can't really bunny hop as well on console. I know bunny hop's still a thing on PC, which is just ridiculous, by the way. And you can bunny hop while you're using Loba's tactical still, actually, as well, funnily enough. But on console you can't really do it. But Revenant, because if you do the jump slide and carry on, you actually it's a really good way of not losing momentum, not losing too much speed. And also, if you're healing as well and you're crouching, it just feels like you're not as slow as you normally would. So that's been really, really good. Octane is going absolutely nuts, as usual, because we can't find any squads. That is frustrating, because you can see the damage counter at the top right there, and that is arguably the best thing about Season 8, actually, is the damage counter. It has completely changed the way I play, and I know for other people it's completely changed the way they play. and I know for other people it's completely changed the way they play, because I mean one of my best friends comes on my, you've probably seen him on here, this way Wolf, he got his 2k with Pathfinder. Go check out the video, go search him. It's brilliant because he's been trying for like 2 years as a Path main, and Path has been through the worst time on Apex. He has been nerfed to hell. He got a tiny buff to try and make him still playable, and even though he's still janky, and it's just like you're willing to get rid of other legends, animations and style for sake of balancing, but you won't fix Pathfinder's janky walking and mobility and moving and hitbox. It's just ridiculous. We finally did it and I'm very proud of you. That's awesome. Go check out the video. He's actually pretty good. He's pretty better than me. I just get lucky with a triple take. I miss most of my shots most of the time actually. And we got into round 2. So we're in ring 2. Going into ring 3. Are you kidding me? And there's only 6 squads left. Oh my god. That's one thing that helps with your 2k, is if you start off well and nothing happens for a while, it's okay, you're already halfway there. Already halfway there. Everything, if we rotated lots, did lots of pushing, probably could have got higher damage. But for some reason we decided just to stay in the circle on this one. And just control and let other people come to us, and sometimes that is also the way, especially on a map like Olympus, which is massive and open, and you can see stuff from miles away. And, look how far you can see if there's other teams. You can't do that on Kings Canyon. You can sort of do it on World's Edge, but there's a giant mountain in the middle of it, so you can't really. Look, I can see that care package all the way over there. Was it like 300 meters away? Something crazy? But yeah, that's why Olympus is. It's a good map still. I think some people are starting to get slightly bored of it. It's not new anymore as such. We've had a season on it, and it's been a lot of fun, been awesome. But we now have the Kings Canyon changes, and I now strongly believe Kings Canyon is the best map. I know that's gonna be controversial. I'll see in the comments about that one. But even though the third party is a little bit of an issue, it is still one of the most interesting maps because it has so many different areas. It has so many different features with the capacity, like charge tower things. Now it's got the cargo holds as well. It's got so much different level all over the map. It's got character with the creatures, the nature of it, and it's got a special place in a lot of people's hearts, especially if you've been playing since February 2019 when it came out, and that was the map we had to begin with. We only had one map at the time. Imagine playing this game, you only have one map. How different that would have been to now. We've got 3 maps, and one of them isn't really even playable at the moment because people hated it. People need to stop hating these maps because I like having 3 maps.
Which makes me think it might be back the other way. That's a scary thing.
There we go. 4 squads left, and I still have about 600 damage to go. How am I going to do that? Well, I've got a triple take. That's how I'm going to do it. End of round. See, ring 1, I think, just takes way too long in this game. I think they need to cut ring 1, especially on Olympus. It takes until the end of time to get through ring 1, and then the rings after that start closing really quickly, and it just it's too long. It's too long because you end up just waiting around like this for God knows how long. So I think they should just reduce that. That would be really good. That would make games a little bit more fun and exciting. There has got to be a team around here somewhere. That's what we start thinking. I've got, I'm this close to 2k. There's got to be a team around here. Start looking. Look how far you can see. Absolutely crazy. 300 meters away, that person. This is how you play as Octane. Look at this guy go. Look at him go. Look at this guy go. This was again before the Octane buff, I believe. Absolutely crazy. again, I'm already now only 500 damage away. That's after like 2 shots with a triple deck. Anyway, 3 squads died. So I essentially have to squad wipe 1 squad, and I'd probably have my 2k. It's not always about the squad wipe. Poking, never underestimate the value of poking in this game. Because the maps are so widespread, make sure you have a long range weapon to poke with. Maybe not in round 4 with a circle that size. But just be prepared for that. And also hit your shots. Because if you don't hit your shots, you ain't getting a 2k. You can win a game, but winning don't get you damage. Jump pad. So if you didn't know, you can destroy jump pads. It takes quite a bit of damage. I think it's about 150 in total to destroy one, but you can destroy them. Kind of wish you could do the same to Pathfinder zip lines. That would be hilarious. Cut it, like just break a zip line while people are on it. Oh, and that's when I need the gold mags. So the gold mags are also a fantastic feature because I wouldn't have to actually reload. I could just switch to the Havoc, maybe try and get some poke damage with that, and then switch back. And I would never have to sort of keep popping in and out. If I've got my sights on, I want to take the shot. I can with the other gun, not worry too much. And yes, you still accumulate damage with grenades, so always carry a few of those. Go for the final push, 2 squads, final push, but it is a caustic team, so that's why you need a Revenant. Drop down the caustic. Caustic's down. And now I'm 1 versus 2, but I haven't got a lot of resources. How is that banger dead? Let me go for the Revy push. This is what I mean. You go for the push, we test this out, we go in. Unfortunately, my tactical had worn off. I've used 30 seconds, so they have their abilities back. Caustic's got his gas back. The team weren't able to push and apply the pressure when I did hit the tactical. And unfortunately, I just cannot win the 1v3. That's the thing, Revenant is very reliant. Even though he's an evil son of a gun, son of a bitch, like, he's very reliant on his team, and if they've gotten in the 1v3, it's very difficult to win unless you can really use that tactical well. And of course the team's just ridiculous to push at the end there. There we go, we take the 2k with Revenant. Hope you enjoyed that one. I'm going to try for over next. I'm also going to try and drop a video of how I'm getting 2ks, but ideally not specific to any legend. It's going to be a video that's just general gameplay tip and gameplay things I've learned since being a casual amateur player, and then just getting slightly better over the last 2 years. And this wonderful game, and it's unlike any other game I ever played. And I wasn't even into first-person shooters that much before this game. I was more of an RPG kind of person, but this game has just completely changed the way I view gaming, actually. And I watch things like esports now because of this game. So let me know down below what you think of that. And if you're watching esports right now, who's the team you're looking for? I'm looking to support like a little team that's growing. You think is going to like be awesome. I'd love to see a few new teams like that. I'm gonna sign off now. See you in the next video. Comment down below. On to the next one.